Now this is one good looking tank. Hello everybody and welcome to the Coalition Singapore YouTube channel. I am your host Leopard1 Kenobi, and I will start this YouTube channel with a video about the Leopard1. There'll be other videos about different things later on, but for this first video I'm just going to do a quick review of the Leopard1 followed by some gameplay and just to teach you how to play the Leopard1, I guess. The reason why I wanted to make a YouTube video about the Leopard1 is because a lot of people seem to be having trouble with it. I mean, it's an interesting tank to play. It plays really differently from other mediums. Like, I have a lot of friends who are really good at World of Tanks, like better than me by far. But they all seem to have trouble with the Leopard1, and I don't seem to have that problem, you know? They just have trouble with it, playing it, I guess, figuring out its playstyle. You can see over here, it's basically my best medium, tier 10 medium by damage, I think. Which is kind of funny because they seem to have problems doing good damage in it. I mean, they do better in other tanks like the Batchat, and I'm not that good in the Batchat. I have friends who are way better in the Batchat than me, and you know, even 62A, 140. So yeah, I mean, look, M60, terrible. I mean, okay, that's not a good tank, but anyways, so I'll just be going through some quick review and then some gameplay to just, you know, try to teach you kind of the play style of it and maybe help you to improve your stats on it. So this is basically a Batchat with better gun depression and about the same camo, about the same armor, if you can, if you can call it armor. But it does have a better gun. Well, in my opinion, a better gun. Like, the gun on the Batchat is pretty good, but it just doesn't have that, you know, continuing fire. And, you know, once you unload your clip, you have to kind of go somewhere. Also, this does have really good aim time and really good accuracy. So, I think the gun is the main thing on this tank that you really want to exploit. Also, the speed. So, yeah, it's like Batchat, right? Batchat gameplay, but you're going to exploit the sniping power of it a bit more than the Batchat. And you don't have a clip, so you can't really go in there and clip any tank out. So the basic loadout is up to you. I just like to go with a good mix of standard and gold rounds and a couple of HE, but I actually never use the HE, so I don't know why I load them, but you know, it's good to have them. And oh yes, fire extinguisher, automatic fire extinguishers. I don't know why people still don't have automatic fire extinguishers. I mean, you can buy them on sale, they're only 10,000 and they really save your life and stop your engine from catching on fire, so it's a really good, you know, idea to get them. Crew, I would get preventative maintenance and safe storage. Those are pretty good. The rest is pretty standard. I mean, you'll get that on all your tanks. You know, 6th Sense, of course, and Brothers in Arms, which is pretty good. But yeah, those are the main things, you know, the main points, because this tank will get lit on fire and it will get ammo rack damage like every other shot. And I'm not kidding. So yeah, it's, you know, it's pretty good and it's cumulative with automatic fire extinguisher. So that's a good loadout. I would run either optics or vertical stabilizer. I choose optics because I like to be able to spot my own targets. And yeah, the rest vents and rammer is pretty standard in most tanks I have. I don't know what you run, but you know, this is what I run, and we're gonna play with this. So, before I start the game, I would just like to go over some of these mods that I'm using right now. I mean, I'm sure you want me to start the game, but I'm just going to go over the mods real quick. This is Gamer's mod pack, the new Gamer's mod pack, because Gamer stopped making his mod pack, which really sucks, because he was awesome. So somebody else, yeah, picked up the slack, and it's also on World of Tanks forums, so if you look at it in World of Tanks under mods, you'll find all these mods. So all of them should be pretty much legal. I don't know, Wargaming is pretty weird with their mods, like, they don't say which ones are illegal or illegal, but they say usually if it's on the World of Tanks forums it's legal, so I found it there, so I'm assuming everything here is legal. No funny business going on. So oh yes, let's explain all the colors. So this, if you look up there, you'll see the first row of numbers is the average tier that you're playing at, so you can see the average tier that you've played at so far. The second row is your amount of battles. The third row is your World of Tanks rating, which is okay. I mean, it used to be Win 8 before, but the new mod pack, they changed it to World of Tank rating, so I don't know if I really like that. I don't really, you know, I mean, it's awesome to have a super high rating, but I don't really think it's that accurate. Like, I don't know. I don't really know much about it yet, so I guess I'll have to figure it out. The row after that is your win rate. Well, pretty crappy. And the row after that is the amount of battles you've done in that tank. So I've done 133 battles in my Leopard, so I've done quite a few battles in it. The row after that is your win rate in that tank, so not such a good win rate in it, but you know, it's okay. I'll take it. And then after that is your damage ratio. So that's pretty interesting. I always like that damage ratio thing. This is in report to the HP of your tank. So if you look at the artilleries, you'll see like a 3.6 and a 2.4 damage ratio. So you're like, wow, they do lots of damage. But this is in report to the HP of their tank. So actually, like DW, which is sitting right next to me, has what, 550 HP. So he does around 1,200 damage per game. So it's not like he's doing a massive amount of damage just because his tank has really low HP. So, you know, he has a good damage ratio. Let's put it that way. Alright, so that's the basic mods layout at the top. Then I have, of course, damage indicator and the win rate efficiency indicator, team HP. Do I have that? I don't know. I'll see. But yeah, everything else is pretty much standard. Oh, if you note, my minimap is humongous. Why is my minimap humongous? Because you need a humongous minimap, because humongous minimaps are awesome. I mean, this is going to help you a lot in the game, like to figure out where the tanks are and whatnot. And you're going to be looking at it. I mean, I look at it a lot during the games. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the loading screen. Also, this during the countdown, this is where you should be looking at what kind of team you have, where they're gonna be, what they're gonna be doing, because this is very crucial. This is what's gonna make you decide where to go on the map. So let's look at it right now. Right now, I see we have, was it 4 high tier mediums, then our team is very light. Like, I'm looking at this and we don't have a lot of heavies, so I'm thinking we're gonna take these positions over here. I mean, yeah, this is pretty much going to be where we're going to play at. So it's good at the beginning of the game, during this 20 seconds, to place where your team's going to go at. Also, we have a pretty good platoon. I mean, these guys are pretty good and they look pretty decent. So I'm feeling they're going to help me out over here, and you know, we're going to have a good time. Looking at the rest, you know, I'm seeing yellows and greens. You know, they're okay. It's not like it's a terrible team. So yes, place your team where you think your guys are going to go at the beginning of the game. Then that will, like, you know, help you in your playstyle. If I saw that we had like no heavies whatsoever, I mean, not no heavies, I mean, if I saw we had no mediums whatsoever, and we had a bunch of heavies and they had a bunch of mediums, I would not go, you know, around this area over here. I would just, ooh, you know, that'd be scary for me. I'd be alone. So I'm looking at their team right now. They have, okay, they got 2 bad chats. They have, I think that's a T62A. So this mod also doesn't show the tank name, which is kind of annoying a bit. Something I mean to work on. But, you know, I can pretty much tell which tanks they are by their shape, I guess. They have some 54s over here. So they got a fair share of mediums, but they have more heavies than us. So I'm thinking they're going to be pretty strong in town. Means that we should push this area over here, or at least, you know, contest it. I mean, we're going to see what's up. I usually go here anyways most games in my mediums, because, you know, you can't go in town, and, you know, you can use it there and whatnot, use the RD to your advantage, and we'll see what we can do. So this, at the beginning of the game, it's very crucial to place where you think the enemy is going to be at and where you think your team's going to be at, because this is going to dictate your strategy and where you're going to go, what you're going to do. I mean, a lot of people really, like, underestimate how important, like, you know, deciding, like, the initial deployment is very crucial, like, on most maps. Alright. I will also be filming this with the fixed view, so I won't be jumping around or whatnot. I just want to show you what I'm looking at, and so you can just follow along and we can see how to play. Anyways, let's go. Speed times 1. Alright, so as I said, in this loading screen, you basically got to place your enemies. You have 20 seconds. I mean, what else are you going to do? So, you know, place your enemies, look around, look who's good on your team, look who's bad on your team. I mean, that's more important, you know. So I'm like looking around, you know, trying to figure out, okay, what am I gonna do? You know, oh, this guy yells wolf back. Okay, he's pretty keen, but he's not that good. I guess he... Oh, they made a platoon. That's pretty cool. I kind of like that new feature. You can like make a platoon as you go. So yes. Oh, you can see all these green numbers above the tank. That's the new thing in the mod I just got. I have no idea. I think it's the reload timer on them, but it seems to be a bit buggy. Like, I don't know. It seems a bit odd, to be honest. I don't know. I mean, it could be pretty useful. I don't know. I've never had it before, so I guess we'll see if I can utilize it. And yeah. I hope it's legal. I don't know. That's the thing. Like, some of these mods, like, you know, you never know. So, okay, so here I'm moving up to this spot here, and I can see there's a T110, okay, already there. So that's my main target. Ah, and I spot something. So I knew these guys were going to be here, and there you go. Bam. Ah, track. Okay, well, that sucks. So that was a half-aim shot. Also note, I don't have dual server reticle. Usually I like to have dual server reticle here because I just, you know, I don't have awesome... Well, I have pretty good ping, but I just want to be really precise, you know, making sure I'm not lagging shots out or whatnot. So I took it off. Ah, see that? So I know he's there. He just shot me. He just moved there and he just shot me through the bush. So, yes. That was a bad play by me. So far I'm 0 damage, right? I have done no damage. And, oh, yes, finally. The first hit of the game. I'm like, yes. But yeah, it's... What you gotta do with this tank is not try to conserve your HP. There you go, bouncing off him. You'll note also that there's these little numbers. I'm gonna pause the replay actually over here. I'm just gonna pause it here to show you. You'll see there should be a number on the tank. Oh, I don't know if it's not. Oh, it's so weird. It's not showing up on the bat chat. Okay, never mind. Alright, so this bat chat is doing a big mistake. So he came around to get one shot on our guy and lost all his HP. So that wasn't, you know, that wasn't too smart. Let's say it. That was not too smart at all. So here, what I'm doing here, I'm just poking up and down. Also, I'm making sure, like, if you look at the where I am, I'm like looking at my mini-map while I'm doing this. So I know they have my flank covered, and I know there's a 54 there, so I'm using this house. Also, when you're in these positions, you got to be aware where Artie is. I mean, you know, this tank will literally get one-shotted by Artie. Like, if you get hit straight on, yeah, you'll get one-shotted. So you got to be really aware of where you are going back up and down like this. Like, you can't just be focused on the guys in front of you. Like that Object 140 over there. I was focused on him, but I was thinking about the other stuff at the same time, and I'm always have an eye on my mini-map. That's why my mini-map's so big. So, you know, I got my eye on that guy because he's good. I mean, he's a good player. I can see his stats. He's got pretty good stats. So, you know I should, like, really focus on him. So, alright, let's continue on. So I'm just going back and forth. I'm trying not to lose any HP, basically. I'm not actually trying to do any damage. You look at my damage, I've only got 500 damage. I'll pause it, but, like, I've only got 500 damage so far, and it's not like it's that such of a great game so far. So, yeah, but I'm just trying to conserve HP because that's what you gotta do with this tank. This tank, you know, it's just got a lot of HP, and you want to keep that HP for the end of the game. So, T110. So, I'm finding this is not a very good spot, so I'm gonna move a bit. And I see that T110 is not focused on me, so I try to go through the building, and then I'm like, oh yeah, okay. So I get this little shot in between the building. Of course, he moves forward because he got shot. And he knows, you know, somebody's shooting him from there. He can't see me though, because his viewports aren't on that side of his tank. So yeah, he can't see me, and I just shot him. So right now I'm at 800 damage, and you know, it's still not that great. Oh, and I see this guy. Boom. So everybody here is trying to shoot the Centurion here, which is awesome. The Centurion is just like baiting all these tanks out. Like they've lost so much HP trying to kill this guy, and he's still not dead. He's side scraping like a boss, and yeah, he basically won us this engagement. Even though he probably didn't do much damage, he forced all their mediums like to have to come around, and while they're coming around to try to kill him, we're just like shaving off HP. You know, it's just we're doing a good job on them. So okay, let's keep on playing. Ouch! Oh, viewport. So yeah, you will get shot in the viewport, like right there. He shot me up in the viewport. So yeah, it's... And I did not lose any HP actually, so not bad. Okay, so viewport apparently does not get HP damage. Okay. Ow. So a 54 is shooting me, and I have no idea where this guy is. Like, I'm literally starting to get annoyed because I keep getting hit. And I just hate being hit by invisible targets. I mean, that's why I've got my optics on. There you go. Bam. Okay, so I see the good T-54 lightweight. I know this guy's good, and they're still trying to hit the Centurion. They're still going for him. So I'm like, fine, I'm gonna farm damage. off you guys, you know. The main thing in this tank, you gotta make sure the priority is not on you, because you can't bounce anything in this tank. So if they start aiming at you like that, you're not gonna bounce it. There you go. I'm so glad I didn't repair my viewports. Otherwise I'd have to be ammo racked for the rest of the battle, which kind of sucks. So, yeah, looking at the T110, trying to, yeah. So that shot there, like, that was like, I did not know if I was going to shoot him or not, because there's like grass or like some walls or something down there, and I know that like you can shoot through it, but it's like sometimes I just end up hitting the dirt when I try to do that. So yes. And also right now I am kind of not focused on what's going on downtown, but like they're cleaning up downtown. You look at those, they've got 3 tanks there and they've just cleaned up, which, you know, was gonna happen, but like this was my bad because I was just too focused on this fight here and conserving my HP. But yeah, anyways, so let's continue. Oh, and I finally noticed the E100 there, and I'm like, whoop, I gotta move, because if I get lit there, he can just, you know, shoot me. Okay, I see this guy. Quick shot, and I bounce. I just, okay, fine. And now is where my viewport is starting to get annoying, because you see, I can't spot these guys, and I'm thinking, okay, what am I gonna do? How am I gonna spot these guys? I look at my team and I'm like, okay, is there any of these guys gonna spot for me? No, of course they're not gonna spot for me. I'm not gonna say no, of course they're not gonna spot for me, but you know, I'm figuring, okay, fine, I'm gonna have to do this on my own. Over here, my HP is not high. There's a Jagdpanzer in town. Like, there's a Jagdpanzer. There's a lot of stuff. If I get lit, I could just get insta pop, you know. So it's very, just trying to figure out, okay, good way to do it. So I'm like, okay, fine, I'm gonna slowly move up. This is pretty risky. I get lit here and I'm it's pretty much game over for me. But I get that. Now here I switched to heat rounds because it's an E100 and, well, you know, it's hard. I'm trying to get some lucky blind shots in there. I kind of know where it is. Keeps moving his tracks. It's pretty good E100. I mean, if you're in an E100 and you do that, it's really annoying. It's really hard to pen. Like, you just wiggle back and forth like that, especially at that angle. And this guy, he's got his butt to me, which is awesome. So I'm just welling at him. You know, okay, fine. And I'm still firing heat here because I forgot to switch. And yeah, that's gonna happen sometimes. So you gotta really remember like when to switch. But if you look at these two guys over here, I mean, they're pushing around. They're really like, these guys are gonna move in through here. I'm aiming at this guy through here. So yeah, I mean, this is pretty much game over right now. So I'm pretty happy so far. And let's continue. Roll down, get closer, of course. Okay, speed it up. This is basically the end. Boom! Ouch! Okay, so our good bat chat player just got one shot. So now I'm kind of scared. But he's reloading, and I got that reload timer on him, which actually turned out to be useful. Like, you know, makes me a bit less scared, although I would have known. And okay, he gets a shot, and now he comes after me. He's like, oh, I'm gonna get you. And I'm like, shoot him in the track and set him on fire. I was like, I just laughed when this happened because it was like, it was pretty funny. And I was gonna get one, like, I was like, okay, I'm just gonna lose a bunch of HP, but I didn't end up losing any HP, which is pretty good. And that's pretty much the end of the game. So, like, in this game, I didn't do anything spectacular. Like, you know, it's not like it's great gameplay or I did any, like, you know, crazy stunts or anything. I just held my HP, and I still got a bunch of HP. I mean, I just am holding back and playing conservative. I mean, each game is 15 minutes long. You don't have to end it, like, right away. You know, you don't need to rush in and, like, oh, we gotta push. Like, I saw we had plenty of time, so I took my time up there. And, yeah, that's about it, I think. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So yeah, that pretty much wraps it up. So this is the end, and yeah, 6,000 damage. That was pretty surprising. I mean, I did not know I did that much damage. I probably got a few blind shots on that E100, which helped. But yeah, and I think I got most of my damage at the end of the game. I mean, really, like, I don't know. Yeah, probably at the end of the game there, that's where I did most of my damage, because it did not look like it was that much of a good game at the beginning, and then, well, I guess it turned out pretty well in the end, so I'm pretty happy with that. Alright, that pretty much sums it up for our first video. Thank you for watching, and if you like what you saw, please rate and subscribe. Also, please post in the comments below if you want any other videos on different kind of tanks or different format or anything we can improve on. We are open to your suggestions. We will also be doing giveaways and games in training rooms, so tune up for that. We'll post it on our Facebook page. And yeah, thanks for watching. See you guys next time.